Hey guys, it's Bear. It is Saturday, December 27th. I'm getting ready to go to an ugly Christmas sweater party. I don't own an ugly Christmas sweater, so, you know, hopefully this kind of works, because it's a little bit late in the evening, and I don't really feel like stopping and buying something that I'm going to wear one time to a party. So, you know, hopefully I'm not the only person there that's not in an ugly Christmas sweater. Alright, week 7. 7 weeks. Yesterday was my 7-week anniversary of starting tea. Almost 2 months. I've said 2 months a couple of times to people this week, and like immediately corrected myself, like, well, it's like 7 weeks, you know, and I feel like, I feel slightly like an infant, you know, where they get measured in weeks for like the first year of their life. I feel like that's probably going to be, you know, the next couple of months. And that's fine. It's really exciting. It's a good complaint to have. In general, again, I just feel really good. People ask me all the time, you know, how do you feel? You know, I feel great. Physically, I feel really good. Mentally, I feel really, really good. I feel comfortable for the first time in my life. As far as anything that's happening specifically this week, I feel like this is the point where I just need to be patient. You know, I'm not going to wake up one day and have any distinct huge differences in my body. You know, I'm not going to wake up with like a huge lumberjack beard. You know, it's a process. It takes time. Just like first puberty did, you know, things slowly happen, and to the point that you may not even notice them. In fact, this week I've had a couple of people walk up to me and say, you know, have you trimmed down? You look like you've lost some weight. And it's kind of funny because, you know, as an athlete, I monitor my weight pretty closely, whether I'm cutting weight for a competition or not. I'm always checking my weight, you know, and I haven't put on that much weight since starting tea. I'm at like 142 right now. I started out at like 135, 136, so, but I feel kind of pudgy right now because of the holidays. I haven't really been watching what I'm eating. I've been exercising regularly, but just not really watching what I'm eating. So for somebody to come up to me and say, it looks like you've trimmed down, kind of stood out to me, and I kind of stepped back and thought about it. And in general, people are sort of gesturing to the sort of midsection of the body when they're saying it. And so I'm wondering if maybe some of my fat redistribution has started. You know, I have to maybe take some pictures and compare them to the pictures from before I started. It may be happening. My hips may be kind of slimming down. I don't know. I know for sure that my my breasts have changed very significantly, so it's affecting some of the fat in my body. The fatty breast tissue has really gone down, you know. They're much more soft and really much more easy to bind. Getting my binder on is much more comfortable. I'm much more comfortable through the day as far as the actual flattening of my breasts, because they've really softened and gotten smaller, so that's exciting. Other than that, body hair is coming in and changing. The hair on my arms seems to be darker and thicker, and I have hand hair for the first time that you can actually really see. I mean, everybody has hair all over their body, but this is like significant hair, kind of dark and wiry, that's coming along my hands, and I find myself sort of, you know, petting it. Leg hair isn't new. Like I said before, I stopped shaving my legs and my underarms in like June or July, so that's been in and thick and everything for a little while. I'll show you guys my leg hair just to give you a reference. You know, it's pretty significant. It's always been that way if I don't shave, you know, but now I feel like it's getting a little bit more wiry and a little bit coarser, so you know, that's the body hair. Getting a little bit of a treasure trail right below the navel. Couple of hairs come in a little bit thick, you know, and dark, so that's exciting. And then there's my face. My facial hair started to come in a couple of weeks ago, as far as just like sparse little long hairs, you know, kind of haphazardly all over my face. But this week has been really exciting because there's really significant hair right under my lip. It's kind of fuzzy. And then under my chin, there's actual legitimate whiskers, you know, actual legitimate facial hair all here, all over my chin. And there's actually a little line that connects the two. It's really, really blonde. And like I said, this stuff right here is really fuzzy, but this stuff here is actual, like, coarse body hair, you know. Similarly, along my cheeks and along here, there's just some, you know, a combination of longer peach fuzz and then actual, like, facial hair. It's really exciting that I've got some stuff happening on my chin, because a lot of trends, guys, start with the chin strap. So the fact that this is there is really, really exciting. And then all along my upper lip, I've always had a little bit of a dark kind of mustache here, but all along my upper lip there is longer, again, kind of a combination of peach fuzz and actual hair that's come in. And everywhere it's really, really blonde. You know, I thought that maybe that was normal, that it would come in really, really light and over the course of time would darken up. And then earlier this week I discovered something. Backtrack to 3 weeks ago when I went in for my 1 month on T checkup and blood work follow-up. I complained at that time to my doctor about my acne. My acne has been a problem since first puberty, and then all through my adulthood. I break out, you know, around that time of the month, and under stressful situations and so forth. Now I'm going through second puberty as an adult, and my acne flared up within that first month. And so I said, you know, I really would like to do something about this, because it's a sticking point for me. It bothers me. And so he put me on a prescription ointment, and without really looking at it too much, I looked at the directions, said, you know, put it on, wash your face, and put it on at bedtime. And so I've just been putting it on all over, and it cleared the acne up. However, if you take another look at it, the ingredient there is benzoyl peroxide. And this week, I actually took a look at the directions on the product 3 weeks after using it daily, and it says, you know, don't get this in your hair. It can bleach your hair because it's peroxide. So the question is, did my facial hair grow in really blonde and fuzzy, which is normal, or have I been bleaching it on a nightly basis as it's been growing in? I'm not sure, but I've stopped using that product as like an all-over product. I'm just going to use it as a spot treatment, you know, where you actually get acne, just put it on the little patch of acne. And in the meantime, I've been using on a daily basis anyway a moisturizer that has salicylic acid in it. I don't care what you want to say about moisturizers and products. You know, I like my face to not feel chapped, and I've been using a moisturizer anyway on my face. This has salicylic acid in it, so it helps to deal with the acne. So hopefully, you know, I'm going to go back to using that just twice a day, and like I said, using the other one as a spot treatment. So we'll see if that's what was causing the hair to come in so blonde. In the meantime, you know, I'm faced with sort of a decision now, whether or not to shave my face. Not just because it grew in blonde, but because it's just getting kind of long. A lot of people suggest shaving your face because there's sort of this urban legend that it'll cause the hair to grow in coarser and thicker. It doesn't seem like there's much scientific accuracy to that as far as stimulating the hair follicle to produce thicker hair. What it seems to do is, you know, when it grows in naturally, like it has now, it grows in sort of tapered. The ends are a little bit thin, and it gets thicker towards the actual skin. Shaving it cuts it at an angle, and so when it grows back in after shaving it, it's got that angled look at the end, so it looks coarser or fuller. But But as for whether or not it actually causes the hair to grow in differently, it's a big debate. And, you know, what I've seen scientifically is that it's not really proven. So, yeah, either which way, it's about time to shave. And I'm kind of nervous about doing it. One, because, like I just mentioned, I have problems with acne. And I know that for a lot of guys, shaving aggravates their face and it can cause them to break out. So I'm a little worried about that. And then, the other thing is that this is the one thing that I can point to the public and say, look at the changes, you know. And I've been doing that. I've been really excited all week, running up to people and kind of going, look, look, you know, it's happening. And, you know, people have to look really close, but they can see it's happening. And likewise, I can look in the mirror and see it, and that's exciting. So I'm a little bit nervous to lose that, you know, when I shave. There's obviously going to be time where I don't have anything going on that I can point to. But, you know, like I said, maybe I've been bleaching it. Maybe it's going to grow in darker. So, we'll see. I have a feeling that in the course of the next week I'm going to bite the bullet and actually shave. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for checking in with me. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in a week. Later.